planning my next walk. I've signed up to do a 15-mile Dovedale dip, I think it's called. So I'm busy planning, so I know where I'm going. I'm obsessed with absolutely needing to know where I'm going before I go. So I've got my map out, I'm plotting it on the computer, and then I'm going to make a GPS file and load it onto my satmap. Right, I'm going to try my Solomon out on this walk that I'm going on. I'm not going to use my normal rucksack because I want to do it fast. I didn't book to run it because I weren't quite sure I could manage to run all the whole 15 mile. So I booked to walk, and then that gives me plenty of time if I have to walk. But I am going to try and run quite a lot of it. So I've been looking at this for my last talk, and I don't know whether that there, if I shove it right up there, will lock it off. So we're going to see. I'm going to use the bladder, and I'm going to have a bit of an experiment and see what happens with this, and I'm going to have that tucked right up there and hope that that locks it off, because it does, if it doesn't pull up to this position. When it goes up to this position and there's any weight on that piece, it pulls it out. But when it's flat like that, it's quite stable. So I don't really know what we're going off. So we're going to have an experiment before I go, and I'm going to pack it with the things I want. And I've discovered you can extend this backpack. There was another zip, so that has made that inner pocket quite big. So it may be because I hadn't got it anything much in it. So if that's full, this will get this bit here will have to come over what have I got filled, so which will make this bit be on its minimum, and that might help with things. It was because I was having to pull that to its maximum tightness, because I'd only got water in it and got nothing. I don't think I'd got anything else in it. I might have had a jacket in it. So I'm going to fill it and we'll see what it looks like. I'm taking my waterproof jacket, so we'll roll that up and stick that in. We'll stick that on the top, and I'm going to take my waterproof bottoms, because it's raining now. We've been out and walking. It's ever so warm, so I'm only taking the lightweight ones, not taking anything heavy. So I'm going to stick them in the bottom. And what else? Find something else. Gloves. I'm going to put them in there. Buff. I could use that as a hat or something else. Not quite sure whether we need this out extended anymore, so I might zip that other zip up and find it. It's all the way down here. It's going all the way around the other side. So that makes it a bit smaller. So that's better. I don't think I need anything else. So there's plenty of room for anything extra that I might want to take on this Ultra. So I thought put my map in this compartment. Right, this is written instructions for the Dovedale Dippers ramble that I'm going on, and there's the map put onto the right page, and half of it's that side, half of it's the other, and then I've got to open it up and turn it round to the other side for the second part of it if I want. So I'm going to stick them in. On top. This is in a waterproof casing, so that should just sit nicely on there. That looks quite nice, and if I need to put something else in, I can undo that one there, and I've got more room, and I've still got a pocket here. Look, I undo this bit, so this is where I'm going to put my food, just in here, because more than likely, because I'm taking this with me, I won't need that map, so I'll shove my food in there. I shouldn't have to go into that bit if it doesn't rain. We should be alright. So this is looking quite good. As normal, we undo it, change of plan. I forgot the first aid kit. The first aid kit is going in the bottom there with the extra bag, because we're in Derbyshire, Peak District. Actually, you'll put more Peak District, a bit higher up than just Derbyshire. Right, put all this lot back in. I should imagine I shouldn't need my gloves and my buff, but they're in at the bottom. So I think that the first thing that I would need in a waterproof jacket, I'd probably get my legs wet unless it started coming really heavy and it was really cold. So that's all that. Sunglasses. I'm debating whether to put them in the outer pocket. I might put my peaked cap in as well. So that'll fit in there nicely. And that will go on top. We might be having to open it up into the bigger one. Just might be. We'll see. But I want everything tight. I don't want anything jiggling about. My favourite word for things moving about, jiggle. Right. So and I've got to find somewhere to put all my GoPro stuff as well. So we'll be unpacking it again. It will be packed about 5 times before I actually set off. So sunglasses. Maybe going in the bottom of there. I'm not quite sure where the GoPro stuff's going to go in there. This, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put this, but that bit there fastens to my strap on my other rucksack, but I think I might wear it over my head around my arm, so it's like comes underneath me one arm. Oh, we're all tangled. Look at this. So I can tighten this up, loosen this up, whatever I want. Right, and have it there under my arm in that pocket, but put this over my head. I'll have to show you when I put it on, and then I can take it out and it's still round my neck, and if it does manage to jump out this pocket, I'm not going to drop it, because I have noticed things as you run, things move up this pocket and start to hang out. I have noticed that with it, so I've got to be very careful. Right, in these I'm going to stick some different ones of these. Might take that because see what it's like. They're quite soft actually, but I don't like anything bitty when I'm running, so might take that with me today on this walk. I'm going to put some of these in to use them up, because it's a walk more than a run, even though I said I might be doing a bit of running in it. So I'm going to get them used up. And this, the same type of thing, but this is in strings. This is a lot better than them little flakes. So I'm going to shove all them in, as well as that tracker bar, and find something else. Right, on the 6 Dales walk I'm doing, we have to take a torch, a head torch, but it's not said anything about torches on this one, and I'm only doing 15 miles, so I can't see that I should need a head torch, but I'm just going to shove this in just to be on the safe side. Then we've got what I want. Well, good. Then I've got something in case of emergencies, you never know. And I'm going to take this to drink just before we start. It's a breakfast, oat and fruit breakfast, because I've got to drive quite a way up there, so I never feel like eating too much when I first get up. So if I take that with me in the car, then I can take that before we start. And I found a few chewy bars, and I'm just chucking a couple of gels in just for emergencies. Not planning on using these because there is aid stations, so there will be food and stuff. And then I'm going to shove some bananas and some proper food in. So I've got plenty, just in case there's nothing on the aid stations I like. Now this is my other first aid kit I was telling you about. I told you it was big and chunky, didn't I? It's not ever so heavy, but that fastens to my big rucksack. And I use that if we're going camping, or if we're going on a really long hike that we might get caught out. So if we go, say if we go to the Lake District or somewhere like that, that's got everything in it, including scissors and you name it. I could bandage a whole team of people up with that one. It's even got me or me breathing apparatus if I need to do CPR, your little mouthpiece, so you don't have to actually put your mouth over somebody else's mouth. I've got everything in there, even scissors that will cut your clothes off. So, but I don't take that on runs, it's a bit too heavy, and I don't take it on small walks either. Back to this. This is my cup. It says on the 6 Dales that you've got to take a cup with you. So I've got my cup, but I don't know whether I need it for this one. If they've got cups of tea, they're going to provide any cups, hot drinks, or whether you've got to buy your own cup for cold drinks. So I don't know whether to take that or to take my little flasky thing that warms its own water up to make cups of tea, or just drink water. I've not made my mind up yet, so I don't know whether that will go in. So it's all out here, laid out, ready for me to make my mind up. And like I said earlier, I'll probably unpack and repack this about 6 times before next week. Well, look at that. All them cereal bars, bits and bobs, have all gone in there, look. Look at that. And I fasten that up, and I can get to them on the run. I've not put the gels in there because I'm going to shove them somewhere else, because I am not intending on using gels on a walk come run. The idea is I'm trying to get my stomach used to eating more solider foods when I'm running, ready for the ultra. So they'll be hidden away as an emergency. Fall down a big gully somewhere and need to be rescued. I'll have some food, won't I?